Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 67 The Rise of Icelandic Football here with HK. It is Damien as always, and episode 66, if you have not watched it, go back and watch it now. It was a game against Man United where it was determining if we finished first or second in the group. We were in a group with Real Madrid and all that. If you haven't watched Real Madrid, Man United and poor Anderlecht who got slaughtered in the group. If you haven't watched the previous episode before the Man United last episode against Man United, then you may not know what's happened in the group. For everybody that has watched that and just hasn't watched the Man United one, you already know what's happened so far in the group, and we will go back and recap what has happened in the group in a second, but I'm going to give everybody a second to go watch that now. If you haven't though, this is your 1 second to go do so. Now let's get into it because I can't wait anymore. Let's go, come on. Here we are. We are in the Champions League knockout round, and in the group itself, we click on the group. We did top it. We did draw 2-2 to Man United on the final group stage game after being 2-0 down at halftime to top the group with 4 wins. Obviously against Madrid, United, and both times against Anderlecht. A draw against United on the final day, and we did lose to Madrid at the Bernabeu 2-1. What that means for us, we did top the group, and we draw Atalanta, who have been doing well at the moment in Serie A, or Serie A. They are 6th at the moment in Serie A, but it's pretty close, so to say. Anything could really happen. I think they're going to struggle to make the top 4 again this year. They did make it through the Champions League group stage last season as well. They have finished 3rd and 4th and 5th. They have been on the climb ever since they seem to just started spending a heap of money in at the end of 2023-24. So there's a club that we definitely have to take seriously and got some good players, and we will go through that in a second. But yeah, we have got one bit of transfer news. We didn't sign anybody at all, but there was a transfer out. If we go by it there, you can see that Milan certainly went to Bayern. Look, to get the money we did from Bayern, I think it was daylight robbery that we got 19 mil. He barely played for us. Played in the league, obviously, a lot last season. Played well, right? But the thing I don't like about him is that he was 5'10" with 8 jumping reach. So in Europe, he was getting beat a lot in the air as well. So when the bid came in for 90 mil, we bought him on for 5 mil straight out, which was his release fee. When we panic bought him, I was happy with that. Obviously, with the league being poor, maybe next year he was probably going to be worth maybe 30 or 40 mil. But oh well, what can you do? I thought it was really good. There's also Cerny in the change room, like to disrupt everything. When we rejected a bid from Barca for one of our key players, but they obviously he would up and say, look, no, I'm not happy that you've done that. We want to see you sell our best players, yada yada yada. You know how it goes. But yeah, we got Atlanta though today, and it is the first leg away from home. We're not going to wait further. We can't wait further. It's Mutter in goals. We haven't clicked through our players in a while, so we are going to do it quickly. Mutter there, looking sensational. Gleason forever growing and playing regularly now for Brazil. Apparently there's a player trait. Started switching the ball. Look, if he wants to switch the ball, he's definitely got the passing maybe to do it, and the vision of 14, so he definitely can. Wallace, the elite centre-back, is now a powerful centre-back. Still looks sensational. How we picked this guy up for so dirt cheap on a free, and his wage, he took a wage cut to come here, 75k. He's sensational for us as well. He is slightly underdone in pre-season, but should be okay. Victor Hugo, though, forever growing, is now considered, was considered once a stage a powerful centre-back as well, and you can see why. He is a world-class centre-back with world-class potential, so obviously the Brazilians he's playing for Brazil as well, so we've got some Brazilians. Now, you might go, where in the world is Centeno? Centeno is suspended. Obviously, we'd rather have him picked because he's a world-class Mexican player, played 69 caps for Mexico. But Matrello, who used to play in the Serie A, is coming in. They played at Spal, who paid people, and Atlanta, and he's playing against his former club. Hopefully, he can come back to bite the hand and have a very good game. Pereira, the other Brazilian international that we have, is there playing as the destroyer, deep line playmaker. Christopher Cullis is now a world-class centre mid, player from the Australian. He's probably my favourite player in the team. I do love Cullis, seems to come up with goals. Brata, the Wonder Kid, is still here, of course, as well. We do have Gomez, the other Brazilian on the right. We do have a fair few Brazilians. Schultze there, the German on the left, the German international, and then Trevino, the other Mexican world-class player that we did bring in, is there. He does have a player trait. What is it? Develop his weaker foot. That's probably key for him, that is for sure. There we are. Got to continue there. We are going to get into it. We're obviously going to get straight into it. Wallace is lacking match fitness. Don't worry, Wallace. You'll be fine, son. Let's go do it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Atlanta in the first knockout round, the first leg. Hopefully we can do it. This is their team there. They got Gomez in goals. He looks okay, but not 100% great. I think he's their second choice keeper. Right, but he's played 12 times and conceded 13. Hopefully we can get around him. His kicking isn't that great, so hopefully we can press him. Santos there looks decent. Very quick at fullback, but is a little bit limited going forward. His contract is expiring in 4 months because he's on loan from AC Milan. I do expect him to play fairly well. He does look very pacey and well-rounded. Aceda there, from Atlanta, is just a very good youthful centre-back. He does look good, and you can see why they got out their group. Titi is still here at 35. He is losing all of his pace, but obviously very good in the air. So I hope that Trevor Vino and Callis running from deep, and, you know, if Barca wants to get in the action, Stephen from deep, they can run at Titi and cause him some problems. Qaim, though, on the other side, does make up for his speed. He's a bit limited going forward, the 30-year-old, but look at his pace. He looks sensational still. They've still got Koulibaly, who's getting a little bit older, the Senegalese, but he still looks amazing. I had to eat lunch. Have I missed much in the last 2 minutes? Look, Juba Pokemon, no, we're about to get into the Champions League first knockout round game. It is the first leg. We're just going through the Atlanta team quickly for everybody on YouTube as well. Baldi here is their key player, the Italian international. You can see why he is sensational. 73 million, yep, would probably pay. Buonasona, who we nearly signed at many points in the save, he's not worth overly much, but the winger looks really good. That is for sure. They do have Riggi there at centre attacking mid on loan from Inter. He looks decent as well. Capone there, the 29-year-old Italian who's represented Italy once, looks decent as well. They do have Vizzeri up top as well. The striker looks absolutely amazing with 18 finishing, 17 pace. Do not want to give the poacher a chance at all. For everybody in the Twitch chat, let me know what you think the results of this game is going to be in the first leg. Give me a score prediction, that is for sure. We're going to tell the lads, look, you got nothing to lose here. Go out there and just do what you can do. I have complete faith in you, and they're loving that. That's a great team talk. What we've been doing a lot lately against 4-2-3-1s is we have been man marking and really trying to kill their striker, and then forcing their wingers on weaker foots. Bunakone, I'm pretty sure, is very much both-footed. Oh no, he's not. Maybe it was their other striker that's both-footed. He's right-footed, so showing them to his weaker look down the line doesn't bother me too much. I thought one of them was both-footed. Maybe it could have been the cam. Doesn't matter. We don't do too much with the cam. We just let him be. Just trying not to overcomplicate it, but that's been going well. Juba Pokemon comes in with a 2-1 HK win. If I could be guaranteed that, we would right now. It's the first leg of the knockout round of the Champions League, everybody. Get excited. We haven't been here for 6 years in terms of Champions League. We obviously made the semi-final of the Europa League last season when we got knocked down in the group. We topped the group with Man United and Real Madrid. And now, here we go. We have Atlanta. It's 0-0 after 7 minutes. I'm looking for us to keep possession and start dominating the game. But at the same time, we are at Atlanta and they're decent. I don't mind too much what happens here. We will go to the counter in the second half because that seemed to work well in previous times. So hopefully we can go do it. And 25 minutes in, it is 0-0, which suits me just well because as long as we get to HK with not too big of a deficit, I really reckon that we can go out there and cause Atlanta problems at home. And it's going to be the first highlight of the game in the 40th minute. And it's a poor ball from Wallace. Doesn't happen too much, but Pereira comes in and cuts that one out. But that's it's a good clearance in the end of Petrella. I thought he rushed it. And he finds Schultze. And this is where HK really good moving the ball forward between the lines. Schultze's ball inside the Callis. Callis finds Brata, who hits it. And it's under the keeper and it's in. I was expecting it before the Trevino. It didn't. And Brata's there. And Brata from the edge of the area has put it underneath the keeper. It really should have done better. We did highlight the keeper as being a very suspect keeper who wasn't maybe of the quality of the Champions League. It might be their reserves keeper. Maybe someone's their first choice keeper. But we moved the ball quickly here. We're not even on the counter, but we worked that well. Brata hits it. Trevino's probably got in the keeper's way there in an offside position, but who really cares? And we're 1-0 up after 40 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, in the first knockout round of the Champions League. 43 minutes. Can we build it up from the back again? Hugo gets on it. Hugo there looks inside the Pereira. Pereira switches it out here to Schultze. We're playing quite well here. Pereira, though, he looks inside, and in the end, that's really poor from Schultze, and they get on the ball here. The ball in the Vigri. Wallace gets there. Arguably could have been a foul, and he is on a booking. We don't want him getting sent off and going down to 10 men, but here we go. Mutter goes and kicks it long, but it's cleared away. But Pereira gets on it and finds Schultze now. Can Schultze lay it down the line to Petrella? Petrella isn't going to really get there, and cuss under it. There does get it, and the ball is cleared by Gomez, but not too well. The ball finds Trevino. No, it doesn't. Titi gets on it. Gomez's kicking's only 10, so hopefully we can press him. We do win it back. Pereira there finds Brata. Brata now. Still with Brata. Can he find Callis? He doesn't. And maybe it's going to be a chance here for Atlanta to go down the other end. They've got numbers streaming forward. Capu. His ball finds Vista. He's in 1-on-1. And there we go. He finishes. And in the last 5 minutes, the game's kicked off. It is 1-1, which we do not mind too much, obviously, because we got the away goal. But it would have been nice to hang on till half time. And it is 1-1 here. No one really kept the ball from HK there just to put their foot on it and start dictating the tempo of this controlled system. Maybe it's because we're rushing a little bit. It is a knockout game. But Visceri there, beating the on-rushing Muta, who never got time to set. And it's a good finish there from Gabriel. And it is 1-1, and looks like it might be 1-1 at half-time. Dan, how are you, mate? Good to see you in the chat. I have work in 5 hours time. That was me this morning, mate. Don't worry, it definitely felt like that. No, Schultze's not having a really good game at all. We will keep him out there for a little bit. I'm going to just tell him, look, I'm far from pleased because we didn't create too much. I do like getting a little bit of pressure on the boys and just making sure they go out there. Look, we do have Wallace and we have Petrella on yellow cards, which is really worrying for me, especially young Petrella, who's having a poor one. Wallace isn't having the best again. No one's really playing well. But Schultze, there lays the cost out. Gomez has hit one from distance before, and in the end, that one's over the bar. We did score one against Endelec from distance from about out there. We haven't done too much with the ball, and I reckon it's now the right time to switch to the counter. We are going to switch to the counter. We're obviously going to sit a bit deeper, not play out from the back, look for both flanks, play out, take them off, and just look to play at a much higher tempo. See if we can hit them on the break. It has worked well in the past. Just make it really, just sitting a bit deeper and all that sort of stuff. I don't even remember if I clicked it, but we'll get to that in a second. Cooper Barley there is bringing the ball forward, and Umtiti. We don't mind if they have the ball now. We just want to get on it and then hit him on the break. This might be the right time as Gomez does, and Trevino. Now we got Schultze on the other side if he wants to find him. There he is. This is the whole reason we're playing the break. Schultze, come and hold it up, son. Get numbers into the box. Gomez is there. Can he get there? It's Gomez on the break. And as soon as we make the change from control to counter, Atlanta have been drawn out, and the space has been penetrated in behind. Look at this. This is exactly what we just clicked. Hit him on the break fast, exploit either flank, and the ball comes to Schultze here. He's crosses pinpoint the Gomez's head. The Brazilian won't miss that one. He loves scoring goals in the Champions League. And 55 minutes in, it's HK2, Atlanta 1. Let's go, boys. Come on, lads. Right now, Juba Pokemon's prediction is right of a 2-1 win. We don't really care too much about the possession right now. We're just looking to soak up a little bit and then hit them on the break. Rigier is on the ball. He finds Baldi, the star Italian. Kuba Baldi's there. We have sat a bit deep here, and Kokwami might get a good ball in. It is a decent ball. Viseri's there was a key chance. He's headed it over the bar. I think Crespo isn't having the best of games and is getting a little bit... maybe not. Petrella's not having the best of games. He could get Gleason out there and then get Wagner on. I feel like that's not a bad move. Wagner's just got a little bit more of an experienced head. Gleason can obviously play on the left fairly well as he's either-footed, I'm pretty sure. There we are. And he can definitely play on the left. We are going to make that first change there. In terms of the second change, Trevino's not having the best of games, but he has the quality to obviously score. I'm thinking maybe it will be for... maybe a winger and to get some more pace out wide. Baldi, though, his book fight's called... Oh, what a strike. Koulibaly's gone bang on the volley from the edge of the box, and that is sensational there from the centre mid. The Senegalese has scored a thunderbolt, and it's 2-2 all of a sudden from nowhere. The header was decent away from Cullis and back into a wide area. Kazando there gets too much time to play it in the Baldi. Baldi picks out his man and just look at that for a strike. As much as it's gone semi down the middle of the goals and maybe Mutta could do better, it's gone for a lot of bodies and that's hard and it's rocket off the keeper. That is for sure. Wallace isn't having the best of games. We might get him off for Crespo here just so we don't get anyone down to 10 men as well. We obviously need them to play in the second leg. At the moment, 2-2 suits us well because we got 2 away goals. We will look to bring a wide man on very shortly as well. Schultze there or maybe someone else. We are going to go with the 84th minute. We could bring Filipov on because Trevino hasn't had the best of games, but you can't take off the star man, can you? I think Goodison's going to come in for Schultze, and just because Goodison has that 17 pace late doors, maybe we can get it on that left-hand side off the break, and maybe we can score a late one. We obviously don't mind if it finishes 2-2 as well. 5 minutes at a time, a goal right now would be sensational. There is a minute left to go. Maybe it's a chance for Atlanta late doors. Ball comes in. Cazorla finds it. Ballo. Can they get a ball into the box? Chevella. He finds Ballo again. Can we go out here and press him maybe? The ball there. Victor Hugo heads it away, but straight back to Koulibaly. Was hoping we could win it. Gleason, though, he does find Goodison. He's got pace maybe to go on the break. Trevino holds it up. Is there going to be enough time here for HK to work? One last opportunity. Trevino finds Pereira. Can he find a ball out? Finds Crespo. If it's going to come, it's going to come now. Brata, Trevino. We do have numbers going forward here. The ball out to Arthur Gomez is decent. We do have numbers with Gomez. Gomez drops the shoulder. The ball in, unfortunately, it wasn't good enough, and I think that's going to be full time here. It's going to finish Atlanta 2, HK 2. We're going to take 2 away goals back home to Iceland. I'm happy with that. It is a 2-2 draw. Well done, guys. You just proved a lot of people in avoiding defeat out there. It's probably the safest thing to say. For everybody on the YouTube, we'll be back very, very, very quickly. For everybody in the Twitch, stick around. We're going to have the midweek game. We're going to sim it very quickly and then get through to the Champions League second leg against Atlanta. For everybody on YouTube, don't go anywhere. We'll cut to that game now and we'll see you in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. Second part of episode 67. Second league action against Atlanta. What do you reckon? 2-2 away. Is it good enough? Isn't it good enough? I'm hoping it will be good enough, but we'll see how we will go. Bit of team news, obviously. Centeno's back in after being suspended, our world-class left-back. Hopefully he can make a difference, that is for sure. He's not 100% match fit, but hopefully he will be good enough. As my eyes starting to get really itchy. Oh, that's always good as we're on stream. The next bit of information is Jimmy Wagner won't be on the bench. He won't be on the bench for a long while as he injured his abdominal muscles during a weight training session, and he's out for the next couple of months. Yeah, that's right. No backup right back. We have no designated right back apart from Gleason in the squad, or in the Champions League squad. CREESSSPOO can play there, but, you know, not overly well going forward. He's got a bit of pace in that. He could be a very decent defensive fullback, but that would limit us so much in the way we play. But apart from that, there we go. The nerves are kicking in. We've got to submit the game. We're going to get into it. The Champions League draw is in a few days' time. If we get in for the quarterfinal, we would obviously love to. Their team looks pretty much the same. Avada, I don't think, started last time, the 33 Argentinian. He doesn't have too much pace, so that's good, but he does look sensational on the ball. Baldi and Koulibaly are still playing at the same rate. It's the same backline. Did Longley play last time? I don't think he did, but he looks quite good in the air. Titi's still there. Gomez in goals. He might be their first choice. He's decent at saving the ball, but his kicking's not that great. So hopefully we can get in and around his kicking, that's for sure. Vizzeri, Bonucci, they're all still there. We're going to get into the dressing room. Going to go out there and impress me, lads. Come on, boys. Go do what you do. It's probably the biggest game in the terms of the save of the Champions League for HK. We're going to do exactly what we did last time, which is what we've been doing the last season as well. We've been experimenting with this and it has been working. Sorry, not always there. Weaker foot on both wingers as well. Just showing them on their weaker side so they don't whip in as good of a ball. And we man mark their striker. We only do this when we play against 4-2-3-1s. We just seem to have worked. And we'll see how we go. Got to get the kickoff here. The Champions League anthem goes. HK walk out in their red. We get in the huddle against Atlanta. Can we do it? Score predictions in the chat. Let me know what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We are 90 minutes away, potentially from a quarterfinal, or potentially from being put into the depths of despair and getting ready to cry. Baldi, every time Dr. Benji mentions this, it never works out, but Baldi's not looking the best match fitness. Centeno gets beat there by Bonukor, and they do have a chance to get an early away goal here. The ball's in back post, composed there. Mutter's claimed that one on the goal line. I thought it went straight in, but Mutter's just claimed that one of his hands. We get away with a lucky chance early on. Someone's picked up a knock. I don't know who it was. It's all happening, and I tell you what, it is all Atlanta first couple minutes here, but Gomez gets on the ball. We are very good at moving the ball quickly up the field. They've run into each other, and it's going to be a chance for Atlanta. We have not started the game well as well. Vizzeri's got a ball. It's in the Bonucci. He's in one-on-one, and that's going to be a goal. Mutter's been beaten, and we are 1-0 down early. Juba Pokemon says, look, I think you're going to win 1-0. I hope so. I think you're going to draw 1-1. I hope so. But we're 1-0 down early. Just unlucky there for that to happen. We have not started well at all. We have not looked very good on the ball. We've looked quite nervy, and it's been a nervy start. We're 1-0 down here, early doors. I'm just going to quickly tell them, look, lads, it's okay. Get back on the ball. Encourage. We have more possession. We will find the way through. It is all okay. We will create the chance. It will come. And hopefully this is it. Schultz gets on it and knocks down, but maybe it's a chance for Atlanta to go on the break, or maybe we can press him in the ball up. Can we go and press him in here? Bonacor there. Looks inside the Valvada, and they're keeping it well here, Atlanta. Maybe they might go 2-0 up. Maybe it might not be even a highlight for him. Koulibaly gets on it. We're pinning him back slightly, but there's not much on for Koulibaly. He chips it down the line. There is something there, though, for Santos. In the end, they've worked that sensationally well. That is great play from Atlanta. That's a good ball to Vizzeri. He's in their goal side. His effort straight at Mutter. At the moment, it's looking all Atlanta in terms of attacking play, but we're keeping the ball, creating chances. At some point, we will move to the counter, but not until after half-time. It's a corner. Gomez whips it in, headed away, but only as far as Brata. Give it back to Gomez so we can swing it in. Instead, Brata swings it in. It's Trevino. He hits it across the keeper. It's through the bodies, and it's 1-1. Let's go. It is HK 1, Atlanta 1. It's 3-3 on aggregate, and that would mean on away goals we would go through, but stayed the same till the end of the match. We have been slightly the better side in terms of creating possession and chances at home, which we should be. We're very good at home. Trevino did take a deflection, leaves the keeper a little bit hopeless there, Gomez. He can't react in time, and it is 1-1 30 minutes in. Can we get the second? Give ourselves that buffer. Force Atlanta to need to score another one, and maybe we can move to the counter and score the third. But maybe it might be Atlanta. It's a poor ball. Hugo's there. He finds Schultz. Trevino's on the last man if he wants him. Instead, Schultz is going to go on a run. He's got pace to beat his man. And he does beat his man. It's a float across here. Trevino 6 for 6. Knocks down for Gomez. Gomez across the keeper! Let's go! HK 2! Atlanta 1! And we go from 1-0 down in the 30th to 2-1 up in the 36th. We are 2-1 up here, 4-3 up on aggregate here in the first knockout round of the Champions League. 6'6" Trevino using his body well, knocks it into the path for Gomez. The Brazilian loves the goals in the Champions League, and he knocks it across the keeper. And we're 2-1 up. Come on, boys. Can we get a third? Or maybe it might be Atlanta to score another one. They got a chance out here with Bunakone. He's on the ball. Maybe Atlanta will score straight away again. Can we force a mistake out here? Centeno gets the ball, forces him into the corner. It's a poor ball in for Muta to claim. Can we build from the back? No defensive mistake. Just nice ball out here to Victor Hugo, sorry. Victor Hugo's ball's rushed. And the Gomez is going to win that. We're lucky that didn't work that well. And we will get on it. Callis now. Can he find the ball? He does. Trevor Vino now. Can he play the ball inside? He does. Find Brutta in the pocket of space. Brutta, can he pick a pass out? Gleason's bombing forward. But he finds Callis back inside. Trevor Vino takes the touch from distance. Oh! It would have been one of the better goals we scored in the Champions League in history. Vino from distance hit the bar. The highlights are over. Brutta, tackle, there's a foot of Schultz. It doesn't. In the end, it's cleared. Brutta wanted a penalty. Pause the game. If that went in, I don't know how I would have celebrated, but what a hit it would have been. Trevor Vino nearly has gone in, got a goal and an assist, and nearly made it 2 goals and an assist. If that went in, oh my days. Continue forward. Can we get into halftime 2-1 up? Come on, boys. Let's go. We're doing well enough here at the moment. I wouldn't change to the counter right now either. I feel like we're playing well. If we were to change on the counter, it'd be up to the 70th minute, I would say. I still reckon there's a chance for us to come uncontrolled right now. Don't look at the scoreboard and think the job's done. I feel that's the best thing to say. And they've reacted well. Let's go. Come on, boys. We're 45 minutes away from a quarterfinal in the Champions League. Little old HK from Iceland in the Champions League quarterfinal. Could you imagine? It would be absolute scenes in the great words of Dr. Benji. But here we go. Oh my God, he's injured. How bad is it? The world-class striker. Why does this always happen to HK? It's a head injury. Okay, it could be concussion. That's okay. It means he will be back for the second leg if we get there. Filipov's obviously really good, right? There's a temptation to do this. Alright, and this might look strange, but there's a temptation to do this. Get M. Tutty in, play this. I feel like we will, right? Everyone's going to look at me and go, okay, this is a bit nuts, Damien, but we have been so good on the break. Get Cullis as the advanced playmaker on attack. Play strikerless for a bit. Filipov's not 100% fit either. What you do, as much as we're on control, if we go to the counter and we go more direct, pass into space, look for each flank, don't hit that anymore. Just go at a much higher tempo and still be expressive. I still reckon there's a chance for us on the break, hopefully. Cover the pitch 2.0. Yeah, basically. We're just looking to plug the lines in behind. This does mean Centeno goes to support and Gleason goes to support. And we do play on a little bit more of a fluid shape. We go to a bit more of a flexible team shape, not fluid. There we go. This may be like, well, now you're asking for a bit of pressure. Yes, but HK have been so good on the break, and this has worked so many times. Worked against United, worked against Madrid, move into the counter when they needed to chase the game, and then we hit them on the break and score the third. Schultz looks like it's a pulled hamstring, or you're coming straight off, aren't you, son? We got Gunnarsson, who's got a lot of speed up there and can finish. Unfortunately, his crossing's not that great, but he does got good speed. I think it's like 18 or something. Gunnarsson's got 17 speed, 15 acceleration. Oh my God, if they score a free kick, Bunakone goes just over the bar. 77th minute, it is squeaky bum time. At what point do we park the bus? 81st, 82nd, I'm thinking 88th minute, we make the change. We've got a 5 at the back and we sit back and we look to hold it. Oh, here we go, 84th, 85th, 86, 87, that's it. We said it, we're going to put the centre back on. Callis is coming off. It means that if we concede, it's very hard from this point to go into a system where we go back to playing not much defensively. You know, if they were to score, we need to go to extra time. We're in some trouble because I don't have any more changes I can make. In terms of what we can do is very hard for us to then go back into maybe like a counter system or something. So it is a little bit dangerous there. But at the same time, we are that close to getting through the game. We've obviously gone highly structured. We want to keep the ball and just waste as much time as possible. Get on contain. What are you guys doing? Get on contain. Yes, play even safer. That's it. Sit back. Obviously go. Get Crespo in. 5 at the back. 2 centre defensive mids. Brutta can go as a deep line playmaker on defend. Come on, boys. Get Gomez back aligned. Get Goodison back aligned. All right. We are 3 minutes plus added time away from the Champions League quarterfinal. 88, 89, 5 minutes added time is not what we want to see. Concentrate, boys. You're 5 minutes away. 90th, 91st, 92nd, 93rd is a highlight. Oh my days. And it's too far away. Pereira gets on it. He works it out to Gomez. Gomez now. Just don't lose it, son. Keep it. Keep it. He's gone backwards to Brutta. Brutta's ball. That's poor. What have you done? Just keep the ball. Bunaconi, Vizzeri. They have numbers on this side. Vizzeri with the chance. Oh, it's so cruel. It's so cruel. We're a minute away from the quarterfinal. And it's 2-2. It would right now go to extra time. It was a poor ball from Prato on retained possession just so we could see it out. And he's put it across the keeper. It's sensational. We now have to play for extra time. And then from there, we're going to move to a counted system and see what we can do. We can maybe move someone into a different position. Look, I'm far from pleased what I just saw, boys. I'm not going to lie. Pereira has to come into the midfield. We have to go to that. Brutta's going to come in here as well into this position. We are going to go to that and that with that, I feel. And we're going to just go fullbacks on support. We're going to go back to counter. Still sliding on deeper. We're going to play at a much higher tempo. Be more direct. Pass the ball into space. Get that off. We'll exploit both flanks. Be more expressive, but still sit deeper. We're going to sit a bit more flexible as well. And that's it. We're going to have to stay 5 at the back. Cresco can technically play in the middle of the park. Wallace can technically play in the middle of the park. But I don't want to commit too many numbers forward at the same time. Brutta's going to go back onto deep line, play make on support. Or actually, he's going to go on a Mazzala. Because that's what he's natural. He's, what we play him in. Pereira can play as a Carrillo going box to box. And we just actually, we're going to get him as a box-to-box midfield. He can play the role quite well. 1 goal can change this game. If Atlanta score, we need 2. And we've made all 3 subs. 1 was forced, but that's it. Obviously, I would like to have subs. I think it's the right move. You're 4 minutes away from the quarterfinal of the Champions League. And we have to go defensive. All right, get to the counter. Off we go. I'm just going to give him a word of encouragement. And we're just going to let it go. 1 goal's a win. Oh, my God, not like this. Good tackle, and Tati. That's why you're there, mate. 1 goal is all we need. In Tati, he's still playing as a ball-winning midfielder. He is. Good, good, good. Confirm that change. That's fine. There we go. All right, encourage. Get out there. We want to see highlights? We do. I'm not good with penalties. No, who says we're going to penalties? The Centeno just thumps that one long. This is unfortunately way we're going to have to play a little bit here. I've got a bad feeling that we've obviously made our mind up too much and we've went for it. There's a part of me that wishes we just stayed on the counter, and if this happened, we could make one more change to get at it. Cazorla's going in. The tackle's been beaten. Bonaconi's in there. His ball there. His ball into Koulibaly. Koulibaly now is on the ball. He goes all the way to Titi. We're sitting a bit too deep for my liking, but can we get out and maybe press and win the ball? The ball out to Santos. Santos going to have a chance to cross this one in. Puts it down to Kazani. That's over the bar. You can shoot from there every day of the week. That is for sure. Oh my God. Come on, boys. 103, 104, 105, 106. Is it going to be penalties? Are we going to go in or out on penalties? Is it going to be just a goal and kill us late? Is it going to be us on the break to score one, and then any goal right now probably wins the game. Any goal forces means there's no penalties. We are 15 minutes away from a penalty shootout. We are 15 minutes away from maybe going to the quarter-final with a goal. We're 15 minutes away from going out ourselves, right? We have to stay at 5 at the back. Our bed's been made. We are 8 minutes away, 7 minutes away. It's a corner. Come on, boys. We've got centre-backs on for days. Ball in. Victor Hugo. Wallace. Oh, clean off the goal line. Pereira, whip it back in. Come on, Pereira. Good ball. His ball back to Brata. Can he hit it? Cross. Pereira. Lay it. Hit it. Forward to someone. Goodison. Oh, no, it's saved. Gomez. Gomez with a great save. Oh, you can't do that to me. It was all happening. Here we go, whip it back in. Give us the highlight again, please. We have to talk over it, we do. We have to talk over this. This does not happen every day in HK history. We're not on slower, are we? Put it on behind the goal. Just pause. Behind the goal. Oh. How does Wallace not put this in, is the first thing. Oh my days, chested off the line. Anyhow, It continues. That's not the highlight. Pereira whips it to Bratos, good touch, lays it across the box, falls back to Pereira, and then look at this for a save for the keeper. He goes huge here in the 114th minute. Maybe it's not our day. We conceded late, the keeper, a goal line clearance, and the keeper's pulled off a worldie through bodies. It's across him, in behind him as he's moving back to his left. That's a great save from Gomez. Oh my days. Get it back to the Rector at just slightly faster. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Maybe from the corner. They usually lead to numbing. Come on, Gunnarsson. Good ball in. Can we find Hugo or Wallace or something? Come on. We got centre-backs on for days. The ball in to Gomez. Gomez has struck him from distance before. Looks for Brata. Brata. Can he work something, son? Just give it out wide. Give it here. Don't lose it. Back inside. Pereira now. Come on, Pereira. Work something. Ball to Brata. Brata. Back to Pereira. Come on, boys. Don't let the highlight end. Come on, Wallace. Find a ball. Back inside. Don't lose it. It's the highlight. Okay, 170th minute. Is there going to be another highlight before full time? Or is it going to be penalties? Oh my God, it's penalties to get through to the Champions League quarter final. This is not good. This is not good at all. I'm not good with this. Penalties. Twitch chat. Let me know what you think. Can we get through on penalties? We don't have the best of penalty takers. Gomez is good at them. Centeno's got 15 composure. Brata's obviously got good finishing in penalties. Who's got good composure? Gleason does, the Brazilian. And Tati probably has to step up and take the first one. We probably need to score the second one. Gleason takes the third one and Brata takes the last one. Gomez takes the fourth and most important because I trust him. Breathe. We are potentially one penalty shootout away, everybody, on YouTube and on Twitch from a Champions League quarterfinal or from crying in the corner of the room for the next half an hour. It hasn't been our day in the second half. We've led. We were 4 minutes away. We went to assisted where we've parked the bus before we got through. We've conceded last minute to a very good goal. We then had a chance in the 115th minute to win it, not once but twice. We had it cleared on the goal line from a 6-yard volley from Wallace. We then had the keeper put off a great save back across him from Gunnarsson. But hopefully now, in the Champions League first knockout round, we can win on penalties. Let's go. Come on. It'll be a cruel, cruel way to go out. But at the same time, we have ourselves to blame for not doing the job at home. Let's get into it. They're shooting first, which I don't like. We are going to put it on medium. I don't like leaving it on directed because sometimes you get a weird highlight. We are going to put it vertical scrolling because this is probably the most go-to. We could go from behind the goal. But you never know. We're going to go to that. Muta, you were a Portuguese international. Can you step up? Koulibaly with the first penalty. Muta goes the right way, but it's over him. I actually don't like this. Get it on director. What's going to be the director camera? I want it a bit lower. Director camera's okay. We'll go on director. Koulibaly scores. Wallace steps up. The Brazilian international. 62 caps for Brazil. He can do the job. Just don't give us this director cam. It's that director cam. Maybe behind the goal. Wallace steps up. Keeper goes the right way, but it's underneath him. Wallace scores and it's 1-1. I want it from behind the goal. Etui steps up. If it gives me another one from back here, we'll change it. We will pause it. That's the camera. Etui. Come on, Muta. Muta! Oh, straight down the middle. It's alright. 2-1. Pressure back on HK. Come on, Centeno. The world-class left-back. He has to score. He's right-footed. He can score with his right foot. He's now left-footed all of a sudden. Centeno steps up. Keeper goes the right way, but he puts it top beams. It's 2-2. The pressure back here, it's on. Visseri scored in the 91st minute, 92nd minute, however long it was ago, to get it to 2-2. Behind the goal. Come on, Muta. Come on. Go the right way. Oh, Muta, if he stayed down the middle, he would have saved it. Visseri goes down the middle. It's now 3-2. Come on, Gleason, the Brazilian international, the youth prospect from HK, the Icelandic Brazilian. Come on, son, got to score. Gleason steps up, and his keeper goes the right way, but he buries it. It's 3-3. Let's go. The pressure's back on. Santos steps up. Muta with the chance to make himself an Icelandic hero. Come on, my son. Come on, Muta. Santos steps up. Muta in goals. Muta goes the right way, but it's underneath him. Santos scores, gives it the fist pump. 4-3. Gomez, the Brazilian, he loves the Champions League. He loves scoring goals. He's been amazing for us. Come on, Gomez. Got to score, son. He does. Keeper goes the right way yet again. The keeper from Atlanta has gone the right way every time, and it has worried me. But Gomez scores again. Muta, this is the best time to save a penalty. It is right now. It's sudden death from here on, ladies and gentlemen. Carzano with the chance. Muta steps up. Muta, oh, I thought he saved it. It's underneath him. He should have saved it. He went the right way. It wasn't in the corner. And now it's Brata, the young wonder kid. Can he score to make it 5-5? We've had 9 perfect penalties. Can he make it 10? Come on, son. I'm getting nervy. I've got a bad feeling about this one. I'm feeling sick. Come on, come on, Brata. One time, just bury it. I can barely watch. Come on, my boy. Come on, Brata. You can do it. Brata, here we go. He has to score. Oh my god, it was a poor penalty, but it's underneath the keeper. Gomez really should have saved it. Muta should have saved the last one. Gomez should have saved that one. It's 5-5. Oh my days. Come on, boys. Muta, save one. Titi, the French international. He's 35. Can he just miss? Just off target, over the bar, something. Muta steps up. Muta! Oh, I thought he saved that one. He's gone the right way again. 6-5. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Who steps up now? Tati, the South African. Just bury it, son. Just bury it. Make it 6-6. Put the pressure on Atlanta. Make it 6-6. Come on, my boy. Come on, my son. Come on, my South African hero. Come on, the future captain of HK. He steps up. Come on, boys. From behind the goal. Tati with a chance. Oh my god, off the inside of the post and in, good penalty. I thought it came out. 6-6. Kwame, the fullback. Can he score now? Come on, boys. Kwame steps up. Can he do it? Muta, he saves! Let's go! And HK had the chance to win! Muta saved! He stayed up the middle! You know, Koyami tried to be cheeky and go up the middle. We're going to call that a Panenka, why not? He tried to do the Panenka. There we go, he saved 6-6. We had the chance. Victor Hugo, the Brazilian, the world-class centre-back. Can he put us into the quarter-final of the Champions League? I will scream the house down if we score. Oh my god. Now we're going to HGB 93. You can't say that. Now we're going to miss. Come on, Hugo. Send us into the quarterfinal. Victor Hugo from the spot. Can he do it? No, keeper saves. HBG 93 called it. You can't do that, my friend. Oh, the penalty shootout continues. How did you call that? HGB 93, you're not a mod. And buddy, Muta saves! Bang! Let's go! The Portuguese keeper saves it twice in a row! And now it's another chance! Oh, let's just give it to Crespo. Yes, he can take a penalty. I'm in the know. Please don't be wearing headphones. You would be in trouble if you're wearing headphones. I can't contain myself. Crespo! Please! Don't do this. HBG93 before I leave this penalty. Is he going to score? I want to know. Let me know in the chat. I'm looking at my phone. Come on. Let me know. No response. His name's Crespo. Surely he will end it. That's surely a good sign. Crespo steps up against Gomez. Crespo for the second time round. The keeper goes around but it's in. Let's go. See. And after 120 minutes. And penalty shootout. It's finished HK2, Atlanta 2. It finishes 4-4 on aggregate, 7-6 on penalties. We had a chance to win it in normal time. We conceded 90th minute. We then had a chance in the 150th minute, not once but twice, to win it in extra time. We then had a chance at 5 or 6-5 or whatever it was to win it with the Antati effort. The keeper, Gomez, put off a great save, but Muta goes and saves again. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat and on YouTube, we've done it the hard way in typical HK fashion. I can't take this anymore. This club's going to kill me. Here we've gone through to the quarter-final. I need a drink. Get this. Okay, I'm scared. What is this power I have? Let me... Hey, HBG93. I have $100 million lotto being drawn in 6 minutes. Can you let me know if I'm going to win the $100 million Powerball lotto in South Australia tonight, please? I'd love $100 million. You'll get a share. Well done, guys. That's a good win. They look delighted. Oh, of course you freaking do. Why wouldn't you be? I can't breathe. Oh, my days. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's out for 3 to 4 weeks. Fractured jaw. He can play through that, can't he? Sent to a specialist. Oh, my days. We get 7 mil for making it through to the next round. That's absurd. We breathe. He was fantastic chance of doing no, but just take it one game at a time. I'm going to say no, I remain calm and confident throughout. No way in hell did we remain calm and confident throughout. We can barely talk anymore. It's a brilliant feeling. Everyone has worked so hard. They're getting the rewards right now. Have anything? Look, if anybody, it was. I'm not prepared to risk. I have no. I can have no complaints. Look, it's extra time. They determine. Sorry about now. It's not the time for lotto wins. You spent your luck on winning this penalty shootout. Probably true. That is for sure. He's a top class player, and every team would miss him. Look, I don't think that's going to. How do you not know he was simply here to enjoy the football? Who do we want? We want Everton. Where's Everton? We want Everton, and quite simply, we can beat them because we beat them in the Europa League last season. The draw is coming out. I'm pretty sure it is on the Thursday. There we are. We will stay for the draw in terms of the 100% worth not winning the lotto to win the Champions League, not penalty shootout. You know how well that's going to go down as an episode, mate. I just won on pens 7-6 after 4-4-8. I'm done with this game. Oh, responding to the Discord. Oh my days. We move up 6 places without even playing a game. That's great. I hit my knee on the table. That's gonna hurt. We're an hour and a half into the stream and I can barely talk. But it doesn't matter. We're through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. City go through, Barca go through. We probably don't want either one of them. But we'll see how we go. Oh my god, we need a drink. Probably shouldn't be having coffee right now. We should probably need some water to calm down and relax. Oh my days. Thursday. Get into it. Yes. There we are. It's pretty sure it's being drawn today. I'm 99.9% sure it's being drawn on the Thursday. It might be the Friday. But we are staying with the YouTube episode till it gets drawn. And there we are. I'm pretty sure if we continue one more time, it's the Champions League draw. Isn't it? I thought it was. Send the assistant. If not, on YouTube, you'll just have to find out later. Champions League quarterfinal draw. There we go. Never mind. Alright. View the draw. Who can we get? Arsenal, who finished second in their group, and they are currently at the moment in 4th in the Premier League. Bayern, who are currently 1st in the Bundesliga. What's new? Man City, who are yo-yoing slightly in the Premier League. They had a couple of years where they weren't at their best, but they're still a team that beat us all the time. Barcelona, who we've played multiple times in the save already in the Champions League group stage and never beat. Everton, who we beat last season in the Champions League and the Europa League quarterfinals in this stage. Leverkusen, who we have beaten before, episode 25, they gave us probably the best episode of the day apart from this one. This probably might go down to the best. And Marseille, who I reckon, that steady Eddie's in the League 1, and they're currently 1st. Maybe they might finally win League 1. How's it tight as it in there, in League 1? It's very tight with not long to go, that is for sure. But maybe Olympique Marseille. First team out is Olympique Marseille. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing HK. Man City. But we don't get City, which is good, because we don't have a good track record against Man City. Bayern. Obviously, we don't want Bayern, but at least we will be away from home first. There goes Everton. The only team we really want in the draw is now Leverkusen if we want to get through to the semi-final. Barcelona. Beat Arsenal. One time put Arsenal there. We've got Arsenal. Oh, far out. We're home first. That's going to be the next episode on YouTube. For everybody on the YouTube, we will have Arsenal in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. The first leg will be at home. The second leg will be away. For everybody there on the YouTube, that's going to be the end of episode 67. We're currently live on Twitter. We're live on Twitter as well. Go follow me on Twitter. We're live on Twitch right now. If you haven't somehow gone and followed the Twitch, the Twitch. It's in the link below. There's a follow button. There's a link. Click it. Follow us. We go and stream HK quite a fair bit. And when it's as exciting as this, I don't know why you wouldn't watch live. For everybody on the Twitch chat, stick around. Obviously, we've got to sim through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. We did what we achieved to do. We have got through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Now it's just an enjoyment ride from here. For everybody on the YouTube, for watching episode 67, thank you. Give us a follow on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you very much. There'll be links in the description below. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And up HK! Quarterfinal of the Champions League! Let's go!